It's Trixie Tang Core, is it not? Look at me and tell me that's not who I'm channeling right now. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Strawberry Lily channel. So as you can probably tell by the thumbnail, your girl got bit by the lilac blush trend. But for some reason, I've been watching this trend from a safe distance in TikTok. It all started with that Dior blush that went viral, and I've been just unaffected for the most part until this past week, where I was all of a sudden hit with the feminine urge to go buy a bunch of lilac blushes. You know what I think it is? Okay, so I think it's because if you've been following me for a while, you've heard me say more than once that I personally am not the biggest fan of the color purple. Like anything in that color spectrum, lilac, Barney purple, it's never been my jam really. But I realized recently that, you know what that statement sounds like? Sounds like a limiting belief. Because obviously I look good in lilac. Like, come on. Get into the heart-shaped pearly shirt. I have a bunch of these in like 5 different colors. They were so affordable from Shein. If you're interested, I'll link it down below. I'm not getting sponsored or anything. But yeah, when the universe gives me like a nudge or an idea, doesn't really matter what it is. This time it happened to be lilac blush. I have learned to just really go with the flow, and when the universe says jump, I jump. I went down to the local Sundrug. I picked up 2 of the classic purple blushes that I knew immediately off the top of my head. So these have been around for a really long time. This one is the Powder Cheeks formula from Canmake in the shade PW39. Sumire Purple in Japanese, or violet purple is what it translates to. And then Cezanne, this is their natural cheek in number 14, and it is called Lavender Pink. And of course, as luck would have it, you know, even though I was down there looking for only a lilac blush, I wasn't really thinking about anything else. I came across this perfect new eyeshadow palette from Chifure that has exactly the colors that would complement these lilac blushes that I just picked up. So this is from Chifure's Gradation eyeshadow palette line. It is a limited edition design, as you can see from the flowers on the front here, in the color variation 08 Cheerful Flowers. I typically refrain from purchasing anything from Chifure just because I find their stuff to be a little bit on the too cheap side for me. Like for the prices that they offer, you really can't complain, but for me personally, I don't really vibe that much with most of their packaging. It seems pretty on par with Daiso level packaging to me. But when I saw this palette, I really couldn't resist. This lilac and peachy orangey combo has kind of been on my mind for a while now. It's such a unique and yet still like fresh spring-like color combination, so I am super excited. I've owned a different palette in a different color variation from this Gradation eyeshadow line in the past, and I remember being really pretty impressed with the formula. So no surprises there, like nothing brand new today in terms of formulation. It's all stuff that I've tried before and I know how it performs. We are more focusing on this like lilac peachy color story that I'm getting into lately. Without further ado, let me go ahead and prime my eyes. The Kaleidos Tone Activator Primer, which is also in lilac packaging. Alright, so I'm taking this pearly pink shade up top here, and I'm sweeping that very liberally across the upper half of my lid. It's really light. You almost can't see it, but it's there. It's like this barely there iridescent sparkle. Then I'm taking this orange down here with a slightly smaller detail brush. I am going to fill in kind of like the midway point between my eyelashes and my eyebrow, so it looks like I'm putting it on really high. So now we're going to take this light sparkling lavender here, and we're going to fill in this blank space down here. I really want the contrast between the lavender and the orange to show for this look. You can, of course, you know, mix it together and make it all more blended. But yeah, something about the contrast between these colors is what I'm really drawn towards right now. So now I'm going to deepen up the outer V with this plummy purple matte shade down here. This is kind of like the only matte, true matte in the entire quad, in the sense that it has no sparkles, but like the finish is still very smooth and almost wet looking, which is kind of the selling point of a lot of Japanese drugstore eyeshadows. Okay, so I guess I'm darkening the inner corner as well, along with the outer V. Classic halo eye effect. And then just for fun, I'm going to take this shade down here from the new Alice in Wonderland and ColourPop collaboration palette. It's called Lost in Wonderland. And I'm just taking this AEIOU shade down here. It's like a gunmetal purple almost, if I can describe it as that. And I'm going to put that in the center of my lid here, because I think that bluish shift matches this look so well. Yes, I'm loving this. Okay, now I'm taking the shadow sticks in, again from the Alice in Wonderland ColourPop collaboration. You can see the Alice designs on the cap here. This shade is called Full of Wonder, and it's this perfect icy lilac shade. Perfect for brightening up the tear bag area or inner corner. Going into the dark plum shade again with a really skinny brush. I'm going to use this to accentuate the tear bag line, or aegyosal, or namirabukuro, whatever you prefer to call it. Okay, the eyes are done and they are looking so stunning. Like, what? I'm sorry, but there's something about this color combo, you guys. Are purple and orange opposites on the color wheel or something? Like, somebody who understands color theory, if you care to weigh in. This can't be a coincidence. There's something about this lilac and orange together that it just works. So now we are moving on to blush, which is arguably the most exciting part, right? This is kind of the star of today's show. So I picked two of the really slept on, if I'm being honest, Japanese drugstore classics. These have been around for a long time, okay? So both Canmake and Cezanne have had their own version of a pure lilac blush. I'm gonna start off with the Cezanne because this one is like slightly brighter than the Canmake. The name is Violet Pink, so as you can see, it definitely has more of that warm pink undertone shining through, whereas this one by Canmake is a little more of a cooler toned, true light purple or violet. Stop. No, but why is that so stunning? I feel like purple blush has always low-key been really flattering on Asian skin tones. Like, whether you have cool or warm undertones, it brings out the best in both, does it not? Okay, now we're going to layer on a little bit. I'm using the other side of the brush. Can you tell the difference? This one was the Cezanne, and this one is the Canmake. I just hope that it mixes together well. Shouldn't be a problem, but... I don't see that much of a difference, to be honest, but if you wanted my personal recommendation from both a versatility and a price standpoint, I would say definitely go with the Cezanne number 14, because this one is the cheaper of the two, 396 yen with tax already included. So it doesn't even go up to 400 yen, plus you can get it for even less if you use a 15% off coupon, like I always do with Sundrug. I never buy anything from Sundrug for full price. And also because it has that pink tint to it, that warmth to it, I feel like this one definitely is more universally flattering and can work with more looks. But yeah, overall there's not that much of a difference between these two. If you want more of like a true lilac blush, like the color of my shirt, then go with the Cezanne. And for my lips, I'm going to finish off with this Edvos lip gloss. This is their Mineral Lip Plumper in Sheer Splash Orange. Ooh, that goes so perfectly with this look. Ugh. It is slightly on the sticky side, but like nothing unbearable. And it has this really nice spicy scent that I quite like. And here's the final look. What do we think? I feel bonita. I can't get over this purple blush. It is so cute. And the one thing that kind of kills me is that I'm sure this would look even cuter in the sunlight, like in golden hour lighting. I need to stop robbing myself of the chance to experience all of my new makeup looks in golden hour lighting by getting a better handle on my filming schedule or just my sleeping and waking hours schedule in general. I can't help it. Like, I am nocturnal. I've been that way for all my life. Oh my god, just get into this entire aesthetic, okay? The lilac blush. Am I entering my lilac era? Possibly. You know what this is giving? It's giving like Trixie Tang. It's Trixie Tang core, is it not? Look at me and tell me that's not who I'm channeling right now.
I'm hungry. Feed me and tell me I'm pretty!
Okay, well that's all I have for you guys today. I just really wanted to come on here and chill and do a little classic get ready with me. I'll link the products that I used today down below if you are interested. All the products that I used in my look today I would wholeheartedly recommend. Not only are they affordable, but they are delivering, as you can see on the pigmentation front, the vibes front. The Chifure eyeshadow quad here, I'm so glad that this was placed in my path. It was kind of just like a nice little reminder to me of how some of these really budget Japanese drugstore brands still have a lot to offer in terms of the more fun, whimsical color stories. You can still find them from time to time as long as you keep your eyes open. So yeah, really happy with this little quad. It is exactly like the perfect color combination that I was looking for. The formula itself is as buttery and smooth as I remember it being. Of course, it's not like 100% pigmented. It's not comparable to a Western eyeshadow formula by any means, but it does have that beautiful watercolor looking effect, and it's not patchy at all. I found that the colors really blended into each other really well. I would definitely recommend this quad if these are your types of colors. That being said, thank you so much for watching as usual, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!